We back, and after the insanity of yesterday, I'm very curious of how today's going to go. Henry may or may not be dead. What is going on in here? Oh yeah, this is the guy that got ambushed. What's up? Hey, what's
God be
going
with
on
you.
here?
I need to ask you something.
Me? Like what?
What
What'd
happened
you
to
see?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs.
And
We tried to
explosions
flee,
because people
but
were
Cooper
shooting
was
things.
hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by then, them bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
Yeah, I'm looking for my
Two
friends.
The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them.
Does she mean
They was
captive?
hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there.
I was gonna say, does she mean captive
Maybe
like
you made a mistake in
Trotsky
the confusion.
captive?
I'm
Or
sorry.
like the bandit captive?
How can you be so sure? How
She's
far
saying
away
they're
were
dead.
What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
We gotta
I'm
go and
asking
investigate.
if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Who were the
Who were those
cutthroats?
cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up.
Agreed.
Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye.
That doesn't
I'm a
matter
priest.
right now, lady.
Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please?
No.
Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Nah. Sure.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
We might as well.
Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen.
No
Thank
idea
you,
what he
Father.
said. I don't understand Latin in
Take
the
this
slightest.
and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell.
For all
my
I know, he
friends.
said, I hate
Hope we
you.
can go back to the
A
mill.
ring, though. I'll definitely take a ring. Who doesn't like a ring? Where'd that go? I could sell it. Why can't I wear it? Ring given to me by the refugees from the mill.
If it's for the most.
Hello, Dorothy.
What do you want?
I don't really care.
Take care now.
We got a mission to get to.
Careful.
You be careful. Do I have to run this?
There's justice in the world.
Oh, perfect. Bibiana. Bibiana, what are you doing? That is a name and a half for a horse. Alright, so where are we going? We're going south. Southeast. Move, stinking chickens. Alright. So, okay. Realistically, I'm going to assume that there's no way he's actually dead. Because that just doesn't make sense. But I don't see how he got out of that unless they just didn't hang him. They just hung up other people.
Where will we find them? What do you think, Bibiana?
I mean, by the tree, most like. Why are we drunk, also? Godwin, come on. Now's not the time to be a drunk. Oh, also, with yesterday, I was saying about my
I'm supposed to take a
sword.
left at the crossroads.
Okay, we're not at a crossroads yet. We're about to be. I'm pretty sure somehow my sword got mixed up. I don't know when that happened, but
This must be that
assuming,
chapel. Now to the right and down to the woods.
yes, assuming that we do end up going back as Henry and have all of our stuff, I'm gonna look into that. I think I'm using the wrong sword. Game saved. Well, well, well.
Tracks lead to the right. Tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover.
Now, wouldn't you think you'd start seeing dead people? Ah, here we go. Still no dead, but
Wagons.
plenty of
They
blood.
probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled.
You know what, low-key? What kind of armor is he rocking? None. I can't even loot? No way you can't
They
loot.
rained arrows down at them.
I can rob.
God, what a bloodbath.
So what, I can only rob the guy that's got nothing good on him? A hat. I don't know if he has a hat. I mean, I don't know how much we're going to be playing as him, but yes, he doesn't even have a helmet. You can't... Well, what's the point? That's lame. Alright. Hello. My good man.
What are you gaping at?
Do we have a bow? No.
Oh, didn't I? I'll show you.
I'll show you. I'm built different. I'm priestly.
Do it!
Now he knows these other moves, but like I don't know them.
We'll finish this quickly.
Slow.
So let's see if he knows how to. Okay, he knows how to do that.
I'll hack your
Damn!
arse off.
I'm bleeding.
Now you've had it.
Where are you
Just
going?
you
What
wait.
is this guy doing? Okay. Bye.
Hey, nice and slow.
Chill. Put the sword away. We're not doing horseback attack. There's quite a few dead people here.
God almighty. Bless their souls.
What's interesting is not any of the people that I killed. It's only our own guys.
And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior.
Good thing I'm
In any
truer.
case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. Looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Hey, how's it going? Would you like to be friends?
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You
Pretty
don't
much.
look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Quite
Move
lucky
it,
that his
idlers.
name is Eric's
Bury them
mercenary.
properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak!
Rude.
Who are you? And who are you looking for?
I'm a priest.
I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Safe passage.
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us. But it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get
True.
your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
Speak a little bit of
Looks like
Latin
you
and
crushed
people
them
think you're a
badly.
priest.
Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in
I'm
command.
surprised he didn't get offended by
Excellent,
that threat.
Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double.
I'm
Did you
confused.
hear
Who are
what I
these guys now?
fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you.
So it's bandits, and then these guys who are
We're
like
outnumbered,
semi-bandit?
but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Nah, we'll
Let's see
survive.
if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Like, who you guys think you are? I put the sword away.
Help me with him. I'll hack you.
How about you help yourself, and I'll help myself, and then we'll all be okay. How'd that miss? Don't worry, the priest is here. Priestly boy does not have good stamina, that's for sure. Here you go. They're all dead.
Fuck! That was something!
Yeah, and I did most of the work.
They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domine.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that?
A
And
past
we
life.
got out of it this time.
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age.
Till
Something
recently, I
like
was a
that.
parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau.
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves
That
that,
proves our priestliness.
not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong
Fortress.
word for it.
I gotta actually walk there? What is that buff? Buff. Slice and dice. You attack in an unbroken sequence of blows. Okay. Put your sword away. Nice horse. I need me a nice white horse.
So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
They're not really
Who
friends.
to? Who's looking for them?
Lord Hanush of
Wait,
Light,
wait.
Lord Capen's guardian.
The guy that we thought was us is not there.
Do you know him?
I know who he is, but I couldn't say we're friends.
Yeah, the guy that I thought was Henry is
That's
distinctively
the
missing.
Barkov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
I would if I could. Okay, that was stupid. It wasn't letting me get out of it. I was stuck just following. Yeah. I'm not losing a race 2 times. Move, or you will be shot. Ah,
Well now, you're a fine horseman as well.
Henry can lose, I
Bibiana
can't.
might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case, welcome to Nabokov.
Thanks.
We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, our boys will take good care of them.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon. And maybe I'll have the 2 little blighters with me.
Unlikely. Something's gonna go wrong here. Let's not be hasty in our thoughts.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
Why are they like
Leave, they're
hostile
still alive.
seeming?
You're in luck.
Like this Eric
hope
man's
so.
got his hand on the sword as if he's ready to fight these guys.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a
Godwin.
sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Ishtvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Do we know Eric from the first game? I don't remember him, if we do. But it seems like we do, based on how things are. Are you the master?
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand
Well, it's
correctly.
probably not true, but
And he's in
alive, I
better
guess.
shape than I am. I
Yeah.
don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Pretty much.
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures.
There's
You
no
have
reason
my
to lie to
friends,
this guy, I
and I
don't
want
think.
them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
You give them
First
me
of
and I
all,
don't kill you.
I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
Not good
The
enough.
word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as a...
As the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
Nice rhyme.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up,
It's really interesting how
they
they
must have had a damn good
say
reason
names
for it,
differently.
believe me, but that's by the by. It's over and done with.
He says Bergau.
Release them. I'll take them away
Others
and Sir Hanush
Bergov.
will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
A decent sum.
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that
You
pair.
could try.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough!
Why do you
To
sound
hell
like
with you.
Shrek there for
You've
a
got
second?
no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Are we gonna fight him?
They're attacking!
Oh.
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Chop off his mustache.
Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that. Hungary? Kosovo.
Why would he...
If you
Why?
help me, I'll let them go.
What? Rebelling? Who's rebelling? I'm so confused. Why would he let him go? I mean, yeah, he had him... There was kind of a stalemate, but like... I don't know, that was odd.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
Defeat the rebels. But who are the rebels? They could be good people. I mean, I guess Godwin doesn't really care. Figure out who's a rebel and who's not. Sorry, rebel. That's a soldier. You're a rebel. I stab at thee. Rebel. Oh, his stamina is trash.
Penalty for rebellion is death!
Yes, yes. No, we haven't been... The heck is that? They got guns.
No, you're mine, you bastard! Jesus, I'm I still can't question you!
How are you not dead? How did, like, where are these guys coming
Whether
from?
you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, who are they?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late.
We're not dead. It's official.
I
Hey.
hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you.
At least we have my monk's
As
clothes.
for you, well, we'll see about you.
Well, well, well.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him
I
in the
just,
cell with Nebak.
I'm so confused.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
Isn't this guy part of Sigismund's
Shishka, you want to let the
stuff?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Like this, I need to know more about this captain and whose side is he actually on. That guy's obviously the sword stealer. We know that. As just said, he's in league with Sigismund. Fine. What do you want here? I don't care about that.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Oh, he's right
Why
there.
do
You
you
could
think
grab
so?
him.
The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you
I bet
on
you
the
that's
spot.
the Lord
Strangling
guy.
your rescuer
Yeah.
would be a mistake, Siaramid.
Yeah.
A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Bergau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Bergau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a
So then
direct order from
technically
Sir Otto.
Zhishka is on our side.
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
We're not going to say the last one.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too. And I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zhishka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well,
Unfortunately.
I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zhizka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Bergau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there
Why don't
will
we
be
say
any
that we were
discussion
here to
with the
talk to him?
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be
Eric,
free
apparently.
before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Am I crazy to think that you could break those bars?
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get
Kicked them hard enough?
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's
Just
planning
wood.
to hang you. It's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
And even better, we have those elbow metal pieces. Use those, slowly cut.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Ugh. You better hope your father pays a nice fat
So we
ransom.
do know Eric.
Rot in hell! Eric! You're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
Is that the sword?
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
I'd stay a little further away from those bars.
There'll be time when we meet again. What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Bucket. In comes Godwin.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
Wouldn't you be running after the idiot? It's only been like a minute. 100% could catch up to him. Well, now you can. So now we're boys with this eye patch man?
I will get those fuckers.
See, I guess it makes sense, because we came here to side with the guy who's on the other side. So this guy who was on our side didn't know that.
Trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army?
Yeah, it all makes
Sorry,
sense.
but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier. And weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
I'm kind of understanding it now.
one.
I get it
Let's
now.
start
I
with
get it.
you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
I'm confused on who Jobst is. Sounds familiar, but
We know about
I
his
don't remember.
past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas.
I remember the
After
name
all,
being mentioned.
we came here to try to make Lord von Burgov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
Yeah, I mean,
How?
common enemy.
We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Burgov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
Yeah, how'd you know
How did
about
you
the
manage to set
ravine?
that trap in the ravine so quickly?
That is an interesting one.
We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on. I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
Good piece of advice. Yeah, what is
If there's one thing
Godwin
I
doing
can't
here?
figure out, is
We
how
know,
come you
but-
suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
And what
That
does
was
he
a good
get out of it?
idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
Yeah, what's your task here?
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Burgov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Burgov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Burgov.
Yeah, I mean, it's an understanding
All my men.
thing from
good
his
lads.
point of view, I guess.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Can't, he's dead. Yeah, let's ask about this.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you could say both of those, because they kind of...
That is true. You killed one of your own.
Answer the same
like
thing.
I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst.
It should have been you
It's
asked
hard to
one
keep
and
the
then the other
rain
one
in
goes away.
sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
Yeah, let's do this one.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what
Oh,
Sigismund's
so now
doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies
So
who
now
hate
that
him.
means Semine's on our side. I didn't realize that. Ooh, so now that makes a good choice that we didn't tell him. See, like, it was getting kind of confusing because the fact that we were, like, working for / with whatever von Berghoff, it's like, whose side are we really on? Technically, our goal is to get him on our side, but he's technically not currently. So, that would mean if someone's against him, then they're on our side. So Semine is on our side. Crazy. Did you want to kill him? What are we going to do now? Yeah,
Did you want to kill von Berghoff?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough.
What a plot
Making
twist.
sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
Good thing we
So
didn't
you were doing the same
burn.
as Toth was doing in Sasau, in
we would've
Sigismund's
burned.
service?
Kill
or maybe even
Semine.
von Berghoff's?
I suppose
I would
so.
have hung him.
I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
Clearly
You see,
not,
then,
because, you know, he's still
this
out.
whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did he join up with you? Why didn't he warn?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
Well,
That's
he
a good
said because
question.
he's...
Either he just needed coin and
Trying
joined
to
the first
infiltrate,
band he
but-
came across.
Yeah,
and
I
when
think
he
that-
found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
I think the first one.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Berghoff instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
He said avoid the battle. I thought he meant him, like himself, not be in the battle. But he was trying to not have them attack him. Yeah, not a pleasant story.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Oh,
Sorry
what do we
about your
do?
eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Wow, wow, wow. So is it gone or just like beat up?
Oh, fucking hell. God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Are they gonna show it?
Just get it over with.
What? Clean it out. What? What did we just do?
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do.
Good
We're leaving
friend.
early in the morning before von Burgov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting.
It doesn't even look like it's nighttime.
And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it?
Oh. Well.
But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Why is everyone telling me to do something?
I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig
I'm
their
not a
graves.
priest. Oh. Okay.
It's been a
Go with
hellishly
Godwin.
long day today. Thank God
I'm kind of confused though on
Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
yes.
At least they now have eternal
I'll
peace.
talk
from
when this is
everything.
done.
And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil, do you mean our new ally whose eye you almost put out?
Hmm.
I'd like to
Jiska.
hear what you think of him.
I think deep down he's a good fella. It's just
They're gonna talk too much. I don't understand how
he
what he
tends
did
to
with his
overdo
eye.
the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Wow. Maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive.
True.
Unlike others, right?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
He said he had a meeting.
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do with what happened here. We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation of their souls.
No, so I'll do all the work while you just stand there. So, what I was saying before is these swords. So technically, I mean, it doesn't help that the quality's worse, but yeah, this is just better. I don't know how that got messed up. When did I ever select that? I don't know, but this is my sword. Very strange. Alright, time to dig.
Lord, grant them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam.
Requiescat in pace.
Et lux perpetua mutiat eis. Te decet hymnus.
Are we gonna put them all on? Oh, what does he have on them? Thanks. We're gonna put them all in one grave.
Lord,
No.
grant them eternal rest.
After quite a bit of arduous work. Might as well dig them up first. It's funny how they already have like a plot. I should have robbed him. I doubt he's got anything good on him, but what if he does? What if he does?
Almost hungry as a wolf.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Well. Yeah, we don't really have anything in the ways of food. Which isn't great. Rob. Would have been the odds he had good food on him. That would have been nice. We're tired and we're hungry and we stink. So. Not great times. Probably shouldn't meet up with Clara yet. I will try to. See what she's got to say. What the heck? Getting drunk? Bro, look how much that's raising. That's crazy. Apparently getting drunk makes you, stronger. We drank one thing. Look at how drunk we're getting. Look at that. That's almost half full. I drank one moonshine. That is over half full. Wow, we really got wasted.
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
And drunk.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
What's that?
Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
There were other things to ask him, though. Hold up. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Yes.
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Good. I don't care about the rest of that. How much are we on time? We're alright. We're alright. We need to get some food in us. And some sleep. I can't believe we got that wasted, though. That's crazy. Excuse me. I need this.
Careful.
I stink. Can't have that. What is the actual objective? Oh, it's that. Can I eat from this? Or is it stealing? Can this guy stop getting in my way? Buddy, I need food. Sir. Oh my god. Lag spikes. Forget it. Find my own food. What's going on down here? Nice little archery.
What's going on?
This'll interest you.
Will it?
Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the
Probably
Chamberlain this morning.
not great
Let's
to
not worry
use
about
this
that
while we're
now, all
drunk.
right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
What smells so bad? Gunpowder.
What smells so bad here?
Schwarzpulver. Or gunpowder, brother. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And quite dangerous if you don't know how to handle it, eh?
Well, it's a good thing I know.
How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard. When you're careful.
It'd be better if you tell me everything in detail.
Slowly, because
Pistol
again,
is
we're
not
drunk.
all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
Bro, we're just wasted. The handgun is a terrifying modern weapon. Its slow loading speed and inaccurate aim are balanced by its sheer destructive force and the fear it causes amongst enemies. To fire, you must have a projectile equipped in your ammunition slot. Okay, makes sense. Hold right click to load it, hold right click to aim, left click to fire.
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
Can I get an amen?
So let's get to it.
When's the last time I ate something?
Not that long ago. Wow. This will be like a... Oh, God. This will be a... You hit it once kind of thing. Use it in the beginning of a fight, and then you're just not using it again. I don't know how you're supposed to aim with it. This is some real ghetto kind of weaponry. We are terrible. Good thing we're not wagering on this, right, Godwin?
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
I know, Henry, I know. Bro, why is he so good at this and I can't even hit anything? Like, this is the type of thing, you have it loaded, you walk up behind someone, just blow their back out. Other than that, I don't see how you do anything with it.
Great! My God, this really is a diabolical contraption.
Agreed.
Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! Ah!
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a
Bro,
miracle
being
we still
drunk
have
is
both our arms.
hilarious.
I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
Let's go.
Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration,
Nice.
Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Go to sleep in the cabin. Oh yeah, we gotta load those stupid supplies. We need to eat, though. Just let me... Oh, and I want to see Clara.
Hey, Henry, come up here.
No. Clara! Where is she? Well, I don't see her. Well, we'll find her at some point, I'm sure. So we got a few things. One being that boy Hans.
Anything else to do? Come on up.
Sure.
I'll be right with you.
There's a beautiful view of the sunset from here. And the only
That's
thing
nice.
I want now is for it to set and for this fucking day to be over. Come and have a
Sorry. So we'll talk to Hans, and then assuming that doesn't skip time or whatever, then we'll do this loading cart, and then we can finally sleep. We gotta find food along the way, but that'll be for some other time. Anyway, we got ourselves out of that mess somehow. We're literally the luckiest person ever, because I thought we were dead. But we will continue our story later. For now, though,
I could go for something to eat
shut up.
now.
Shut up. We out.